This video is for some of the questions on 9.2 homework. So if you're having any trouble with those, check out this video to see if one of these problems is one you are having a question with. So I'm going to start with number 4. So Mary compares the heights of two trees. We've got this tree is 45 feet tall, and then this tree is 12 more inches. Their heights are shown. Write and solve an equation to find the height h of the taller tree. So I can see here that the shorter tree is 45 feet. I need to get 12 more. So if I add on 12, that is going to equal h, the height. When we're writing an equation, it should have this variable. We don't have to solve it. Then it asks us to solve it. So now we can add these up to see what h is. There are several other ways we could write this equation. We could take h is this total height, and we could take away 12, and that would equal 45. We can also take the taller tree and minus 45, and that would equal the difference of 12. So we could switch these around and say it was 12 feet more than 45. All of these are going to give us this problem. So to do this, I would want h by itself. So I would add on 12 to both sides. This side I would add on 45 and 45. So either way, it looks like we need to do 45 plus 12 to equal h. Hey, number 6 has these small squares on the scale. They each weigh 1. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 on this scale. We've got these larger ones that equal 10. And we've got this x unknown, and the scale is balanced. So let's take a look here. So I can see 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 on this side. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 1, 1, 1, 1, 34. Here I have 10, 20, 21, 22, and I have an x. We don't know what this is. So first we just want to write an equation of this side equals this side. So here's our equation. 33 equals 22 plus x. So now we're going to remove the weights, the same weights from both sides until x is alone. So we want to get x alone. So what do you think we're going to take away from both sides? So if I want x alone, I've got to remove this 22. So I'm taking away a 22 from both sides. So this cancels out. So I'm left with 11 equals x. So when we have just this x here, that we're putting on a weight that equals 11 pounds to make these balance out. Hey, number 14 asks us to find the solution for n. So we have 7/12 plus n equals 5/6. So we want to get n by itself. So we've got to remove this 7/12 from both sides. So since there's nothing in front of it, that means it's positive. So we're going to take away 7/12, which cancels it out on this side. And then we also want to take away 7/12 on this side. So here we have 6th and here we have 12ths. So they are not the same. So we need to find a common denominator that they can both go into. So they can both go into 12. So this one is going to remain the same. 7/12 equals 7/12. To get from 6 to 12, we times by 2. So 5 times 2 is 10. And then from there, we can subtract and remember that the denominator stays the same. Hey, and number 15 tells us that Warren drove 18 miles to work. So we're going to start here. He's at his home and he drives in his car to work, right? This is a really nice building I'm drawing here. And he went 18 miles. And then he drove home a different way and saw that by the time he was done, he had a total of 41. So he went 18 and he went this different way and it equaled 41. So 18 plus D for his drive, or the different way, equals 41. So we want to get D by itself to see how long the drive home was. So I have to remove 18 and remove 18 from both sides. So this one just cancels out. So I'm left with D equals 41 minus 18 will tell us the answer for how many miles he drove home. Hey, if you need any help on any of the other questions, be sure to send me an email and we can find a time to meet together.